We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago White Sox and the San Francisco Giants. Giants baseball is next on the show. Madison Bumgarner will be the man on the mound for the G-Men. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup in. Just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit, too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
First delivery to him on the way. Ray Durham is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. The 1-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
And he lays off ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Coming to the plate now, Minnie Minoso. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. As a look, now the pitch. Bumgarner has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
In now, Frank Thomas, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. In time as he just gets the tag down.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base paths so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into outs, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, beautiful dive. It's there, and he's out. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stoppage short. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Juan Perazo is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Settling in now, Jeff Kent. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Curveball looked at here for strike one. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9. A ball and a strike to the Giants leadoff man. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a good start to the inning for the Giants. Leadoff hitters aboard.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Leadoff single in the bottom of the first. After their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board, boys are flying around.
At the plate, Bobby Bonds, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Kent gets his lead at first, nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Ball
3-1 now.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around them?
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Standing in, Jack Clark, and the average isn't pretty, down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Skied into straightaway right. Ordonez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Kevin Mitchell.
Now in the box, Kevin Mitchell. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Perazo, a left-hander standing just under 6 feet at 5'11". This is his first year at the big league level. Ready with the 0-1. Soft liner to the right side, and this is taken for the out. Giants leave a couple. Still no score. Stepping up to the plate, Ordonez. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
To third. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
Stepping into the box, A.J. Pierzynski. The average for him entering play, not far north of 200. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Here's Todd Frazier now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fouled off. Frazier is one of the very best corner infielders in the game today. Oftentimes first and third basemen are known for their offensive work, but he's truly a multi-dimensional talent. Really makes an impact on defense, and that makes him incredibly fun to watch every time he takes the field. Brantley is there, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Darrell Evans, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. on the corner away. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Left side, but well foul.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a liner. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Not shortstop. Rich Aurelia.
Now at the plate, Rich Aurelia was an 0-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball one. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 3 balls and a strike, the count to the Giants shortstop.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And this is hit hard to the right side. 1 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Next to bat for the Giants, Bob Brantley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the belt, the pitch lays off 1-0. Turned on down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, now you see how difficult it is to be a catcher. This ball is really smoke, gets all the way to the wall, D-Row, but he just doesn't have the foot speed to turn this into an extra base hit.
Yeah, his calling card is definitely not his ability to run the bases. It's for offense and massaging a pitching staff.
And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. Riding in once again, Jeff Kent. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Second and third, 2 away. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
3-0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Ready with the 3-0. 3-1 the count now. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bobby Bonds. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The set and the 2-0. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Third home run for him on the year as they move on top 4-0.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
At the plate now, Orlando Cepeda, as he'll take a look at ball one. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The 1-0.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
4 runs here in this half inning. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Set to deal on 2-2. Popped up. Durham is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But one more look at the big blow in the inning for the Giants. Bye-bye, baby, a grand slam home run. We've played 2. It's now 4-0 San Francisco. Digging in, Joe Jackson. 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the third.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Louis Aparicio, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Here's the first pitch to him. Chopped at the plate. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Juan Perazo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fouled away. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Ready now, Jack Clark. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The right fielder, Jack Clark.
Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. Durham is there. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 7.
Stepping up now, Kevin Mitchell.
Mitchell.
First pitch of the at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. And no call on the screwball there, so the count moves to 1-2 now. And it's fouled away. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Darrell Evans. First delivery to him on the way. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0. All set for the start of the fourth, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Ray Durham. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
In now, Minnie Minoso. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And he takes ball 1. Minoso, the former Ranger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Fouled off. A little low. It's 2-2.
Wow, really close pitch on 0-2. That just missed, and if he hits that spot right there again, he might get the call next time.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
So stepping in, Frank Thomas. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Back up the middle. There's one. On to first, and they get them both.
Not what you expect from your 3-hole hitter when the first 2 guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Ordonez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Great job by everyone involved right there. Executed a great pitch, got the double play. But don't kid yourself, there's still a guy standing on third base. He still needs one more out.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. He's set, now the pitch. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Three-two pitch. Popped him up. Brantley waits on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Bottom of the inning now, and next the dangerous power threat, Rich Aurelia.
Shortstop, Rich Aurelia.
First offering on its way.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Back behind second. Durham over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Bob Brantley. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here it comes.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
This one's down to third. Throw gets him at first, and I'll tell you what, they don't come much better than what you saw right there.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Madison Bumgarner. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff.
Oh, and now look at this. The pitcher gives one a ride to deep left. He's around first, heading for two. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0 and he let it fly.
Into the box now, Jeff Kent, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-2. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready to go in the top of the 5th, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up, but this will land untouched. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Trying to send him packing for the second time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bonds is right there, 1 down. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Change-up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
So now to the plate, Joe Jackson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. This one's down. It's the White Sox first hit, and it's going to be for extra bases. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Stepping in now, Louis Aparicio. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. The 1-0. Liner towards second, and they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Bobby Bonds.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit in the air down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Ready with another 0-2.
Nope. Ball 1.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
Popped up. The catch is made on the mound, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Orlando Cepeda. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way.
0-1.
1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And it's fouled away. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Jackson is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Jack Clark. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo shot here to left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and that'll give San Francisco a 5-0 lead.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance to second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
To the plate now, Kevin Mitchell,
The left fielder.
as he looks at a fastball
Kevin
that's in there for strike one.
Mitchell.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And the screwball is in there, so he falls into a quick hole. 0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
A ball and 2 strikes now. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball,
Now
middle of the
batting.
plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Lucas Giolito takes over here with a runner at first and
Now
2 gone in the
for
inning.
White Sox, number 27, Lucas Giolito.
Into the box, Darrell Evans, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. Giolito, a California-born ball player. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. The 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Boy, this has been a tough one for him so far, D-Roll.
Number
7th
35.
hit of the game already. They're really making him work.
Yeah, 100%, Dan. As Dustin Pedroia says, it's a laser show out there.
At the plate, Rich Aurelia, 1-0 the count.
Nope.
2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Giants add on one more. Bye-bye, baby. The solo home run. Through 5 innings, it's the Giants 5 and the White Sox nothing.
Your attention,
Harold
please.
Baines will grab a
Hitting for
bat
the
and
White
lead
Sox.
things off here in the top
Number
of the
3.
6th.
Harold Baines.
Fouled off. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck.
Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter number 5.
Coming to the plate now, Ray Durham.
Durham.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. fly ball out to straightaway right field. Clark is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Ready for another shot now, Minnie Minoso. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here it comes. A strike, and it's 3-1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Line towards center field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Standing in, Frank Thomas.
He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First delivery to him on the way.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
Three and 0 now.
It's amazing how quick an inning can get away from you. You're cruising, first 2 outs are super quick. Little single happens, and now you're down 3-0 with the chance of maybe a little 2-out lightning happening.
Grounded down the third baseline. Foul. Has a look, now the pitch.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Esteban Loaiza enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 48, Esteban Loaiza.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Bob Brantley.
The catcher, Bob Brantley.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
A ball and a strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. The 2-1 home. Misses above the zone for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The 3-2 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
The pitcher, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
In now, Madison Bumgarner. Squaring around to bunt is Bumgarner as he sets this one down. To second for one. To Thomas at first. It's a double play.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball, too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Stepping in, Jeff Kent. From the stretch. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. Now the pitch.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Misses, ball two. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Giants are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the rookie outfielder, Ordonez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ball one to start the at-bat. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. Here comes Bumgarner. 2-0. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Bonds is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Into the box, A.J. Pierzynski. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First offering on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Clark is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So 2 away here as the Sox bat in the 7th. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Here's the first pitch to him.
Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Stepping in, Bobby Bonds. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
The center fielder, Bobby Bonds.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. He's ready. Here's the 1-0.
Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Popped him up. Frazier is under this one. And he's got it for the first out.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Orlando Cepeda.
Cepeda.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's cool.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 2 now.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Into the box now, Jack Clark, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here it comes, 0-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 8th inning coming up. San Francisco leads this one 5-0. Now at the plate, Joe Jackson. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Mitchell comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Digging in once again, Louis Aparicio. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike.
And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Roll. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Robin Ventura.
Too low, 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That evens it up 1-1. Runners on first with one down. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the belt, kicks and deals. This is on the ground over to first, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
The batter, number 5.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Now here's the Giants skipper making his way out toward the mound, and he's going to make a move here. So that'll do it tonight for Madison Bumgarner. So this home crowd likely to give him a standing O as he departs with the shutout in check, and a nice tip of the cap there to acknowledge a job well done. Matt Cain takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Matt Cain.
Now at the plate, Ray Durham, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready on 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping in now, Minnie Minoso, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Outside, 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So striding in, Frank Thomas. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring one run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero. But this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. White Sox will strand 3. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Gary Peters is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 43, Gary Peters.
Digging in now, Kevin Mitchell.
The left fielder, Kevin Mitchell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On, he pops it up. Thomas in foul ground, and that's going to land foul. The windup and the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2-ball, 1-strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Called strike on the sinker. 2-2 now. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Darrell Evans. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Here's the pitch. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And this will be fouled away. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. Ball 2. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full. 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. This is on the ground over to first. Throw gets him. 2 down. At the plate, Rich Aurelia. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The 0-1 delivery. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now a curveball in there. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Giants down in order, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Ordonez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 30.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Count 1-0.
The victory would belong to Madison Bumgarner, barring any late turn of events here. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Lifted in the air out to right. Clark is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. The Giants are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
At the plate now, A.J. Pierzynski. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A high fastball is in there. One and 2 to the White Sox catcher. 1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for his first base hit in this one.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank, because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Ready now for the White Sox, Todd Frazier. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. He's set. Here it comes. Low for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's by him for strike 1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
To the plate now, Joe Jackson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike. Hit hard to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 5-0 finish tonight. San Francisco took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Madison Bumgarner wins his 3rd of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the White Sox, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. Thank you for joining us here